G'day guys, Greg here. Now it's review time and today I'm going to be reviewing this product right here. Woolworths steaks. These are 2 beef steaks peppered. And the beauty about these is you get these 2 steaks for $7.50. Like normally you'll find 2 steaks in the plastic for 15 or 20 bucks. So $7.50 for 2 steaks, that's pretty good nowadays. Anyway, what I was going to do is cook them up and see what they taste like and see if they're worth getting or not. We'll see if the meat is nice and tender and if it tastes pretty good. So how about, for starters, we start heating up the barbecue. I've got the Baby BBQ here. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a barbie, this one is really good. So I'll turn it on to high. Let's have a look. And that should be a light now. It's a bit hard to see during the daytime, but I'll turn the lid down so it gets really stinking hot inside. Now, by the way, the ingredients of this steak is Australian beef 96%, salt, spices, pepper 0.5%, paprika, chili, capsicum, blah blah de da de doo doos. So it just says Australian beef. It doesn't tell you which cut it is, but it is Aussie beef and it is 96%. Alright, well let's crack this open. And you can see here that the bits of steak here are pretty decent size. Now they are cryovac in plastic and they do seem to last a little time from when you purchase them from the supermarket. Now you can see all the pepper and all the paprika and garlics and whatever else was on it. It looks like it's mainly on one side of the steak though, but there is some on the other side. But mate, these look really good. And they are quite a decent thickness as well. And the smell coming off this is really nice. In fact, I could probably eat this raw. No, I think I'll cook it first. Anyway, how do you cook this? Well, there's cooking instructions on here. What does that say? Well, you can do it in a pan or on the barbecue. Of course, I'm doing it on the barbie. That's a given. Right. How do we cook it? Well, in the pan, you just cook it for 4 minutes and turn, and then 4.5 minutes, then rest for 2 minutes and serve. Or on the barbie, you got to preheat it with 1 tablespoon of oil on a high heat, then turn, heat to moderate low and place steaks on barbie. Cook for 5 to 6 minutes, then turn. Cook for a further 5 to 6 minutes, rest for 2 minutes and serve. Whoa, boy, that seems like a long time to cook some steaks. They're going to be very well done, I reckon, by that stage. Although, when I turn the heat on the barbie down, they might not be. Right, let's go check how hot the barbie is. Right. Now. Oh! Crikey, that's hot. Alright, well, let's start preparing these steaks. Alright, well, for starters, it did want us to put some olive oil or some oil on, 1 tablespoon. I'm wondering if it means like on both sides. I'll just put some olive oil on both sides of this steak. And that should, well, should catch on fire. Yeah, I hope so. I do enjoy my steaks cremated. Actually, lately I've been having them medium. They taste pretty good too. Anyway, let's start cooking this. Okay, well, for starters, I better turn this down to medium low. Now, it says to cook it 5 to 6 minutes each side. That sounds like an awful lot of time for me. So how about I cook one at, well, what they say 6 minutes, and the other, which I would probably normally cook, at about 4 minutes a side. Anyway, I'll stick one on now. I might do this thicker one for the 6 minutes. What can you smell, Rollo? Hey, can you smell some steaks cooking? Yummy. Alright, well that's been cooking for 4 minutes so far, which means there's about 8 minutes to go, which means 4 minutes of this one on both sides. And well, we'll see how it turns out, and they'll be ready at the same time and I can rest them at the same time as well. Now, what to do with this plastic part? Well, I know someone who really likes them. That's if he can catch them. Alright, well that timer's gone off, so I better turn this over. Yum. And that'll get another 6 minutes. And then in 2 minutes time I'll come and flip this one back over. Okay, Moo Moo. Make sure you remind me. Alright, with 4 minutes to go, it's time to flip this one. Oh! It's stuck there. Now, when the timer goes off, they'll be both ready to take off and rest. Now, you probably noticed that I did leave the lid up for this experiment. I figured I would, well, they didn't say to put a lid down, so I figured there probably wouldn't be a lid on it. So I'll just do it like this, and we'll see how it turns out anyway. Alright, well, there's the timer. So I'll take them off. That was the longer one. That was the shorter one. There's some foil here to put over the top and to let them rest. Now, they did leave quite a mess there on the barbecue. That means effort washing it. Dang it! Okay, now these have been resting for a few minutes. Could have been 2, could have been 4. But there we go. There's quite a lot of juice that came out of them. Now, this was the one we cooked for 6 on each side, and this was the one we cooked for 4 on each side. So let's cut this one open. Yeah, that looks really nice. It's got a little bit of pinkness there, and it was quite easy to cut. And wow, that looks really good. Now let's have a look at the 4-minute one, which was the thinner one. Well, that looks pretty good too. Looks nice and thin and pretty much exactly the same colour as the other one that was thicker. So the timing was pretty good. But I'm really excited to taste how good this steak actually tastes. So I'll cut off some bits here. I'll start with the nice thick piece. Oh yeah. Wow. That's actually quite tender and pretty good. The taste of the herbs and spices on the outside, well, I mean, they're not great, but they taste all right. But that thick piece was good, and the thin piece, it's a little bit chewier actually. The lesser cooking time on it sort of made it a little bit chewier. Or did it? Could have been lots of factors involved there. They are still pretty good. Let me dive into this nice big thick piece. Wow. That's actually really good. Now occasionally if you buy like a rump, it can get pretty chewy sometimes, depends where you buy it. But this one, the Woolies one, $7.50 for 2 steaks, mate. I would definitely get this one again. It's actually quite tender and Well, I haven't come across any big fatty bits yet either, so it's probably all edible and, well, it tastes pretty good. That's good stuff. Well, there you go, the Woolworths 2 beef steaks. This one had pepper coating on it. Well worth a try if you're looking for a cheaper steak to try in the supermarket. Well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of these steaks, and I'm pretty sure Rolo is going to get that juice on his little plate out there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time I cook a steak. See you then.
Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where the food is finger licking. Ooh yeah. There you go, Rollo. Enjoy.